Hello friends and welcome to my page. I'm Gina, and last night I did some resin, and today this is what I did last night, some sun catchers. This is what I did, this beautiful cardinal, and I'm going to take the backing off and show you what it looks like with the backing off. I also did another one off camera, which I absolutely love. I love this one. It's the moon, and I thought it was crystals. I think it's crystals. I try to make it kind of boho with the colors that I use. So I used some lavender and silver for the moon. I thought this one came out really pretty. So I'm going to take the backing off of these two, and then I am going to do live. I'm going to do the dragonfly. Okay, so these are the sun catchers that I teach classes, and we do it with resin and crushed glass. And the fun part about these is that you can take them home the same night that you do them. So let's do the unveiling. I'll do this one first. Let's see how it came out. I won't be able to show you in a window right now, but I will post that. So I'm actually going to bring the camera down so it's easier for me to peel it off so I can show you. But this is how it looks on the backing. And if you're jumping on, if you could just say hi, let me know you're here. So I'm going to bring the camera down here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it this way because it makes it a little bit easier. You kind of have to be careful. We want to make sure that none of the, so far so good, we want to make sure that none of the glass comes up. And if it does, we're just going to put it down, and I'm going to show you how we can fix that. But the nice part about this is that you can actually see them both ways, because the back of it is really nice and smooth. And this backing, this is just regular contact paper, which I really like this. It's nice and tacky, but not too bad. Not too bad. So far, so good. So far, all the resin has stuck. Not much is coming off. Sometimes you get a few pieces that don't come off, but we are good to go. Oh my gosh, I am loving it. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of this. Here is, oh my God, how beautiful is that? Now you can see it on the white better. So just pretend the light is shining through. And how gorgeous is that? It's so, in the sunlight, it'll be so sparkly. This one. So now, this isn't fully cured. It won't be fully cured until tonight. I have to give it 24 hours. But in order for it to take the backing off easily, I suggest wait 12 hours. Like if you do it at night, then the next morning you can usually take the backing off. It's still a little bit sticky, not bad. But tonight, it will be, well, tomorrow, 72 hours, it's fully cured. But in 24 hours, it's cured. But this, oh my gosh, I am loving this. So you just put some fishing wire, or you can put some jute rope, or you can put a fancy ribbon. You can do whatever you want. I've put beads on the rope, and it looks really cute. And you just get one of those sticky suction cup things and suction cup it to your window. And I think this one came out gorgeous. So actually, this is one of the ones that you can choose from. I actually have to put this, I wasn't sure if I was going to get this in time, but I'm teaching this class on the 24th, and I only have 5 of these. I think that's all I have. Yeah. I only have 5 because this was the 6th one. So I only have 5 of these moons. So, oh my gosh, I love that. Perfect. Okay, so that one came out awesome. Close up. Whoop, I don't want to get the glare. And I'll show you a picture later when I hang it in my window, but I'm loving the colors. It's so boho. Love it. Okay, so that's that one. Where are we going to put this? I'll put this over here. Okay, that one came out beautiful. This is a fan favorite. Whoops. Get off of there. This is a fan favorite, the Cardinal. I love this one. If you're watching, say hi. This is a Cardinal. This is gorgeous. This is a really pretty one. This one it's really heavy. It takes a lot of glass and it takes a lot of resin. So again, I'm going to do the same thing. This one I had a hard time with. Some of the pieces I thought were going to come up, but let's see if I was successful in doing this. So when I put you down, I'm not going to be able to see your comments. If you say hi, if you're watching, that would be great. And let's do this. Okay, I'm going to bring you down. Here we go. We're coming down. Okay, can you see it? There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to lift the backing off of this one. And hopefully everything stayed where it was supposed to. Like I said, I needed actually to mix more resin for this one because it's such a big piece. But so far, so good. So far, so good. And like I said, the nice part about these is that you can see them from both ways. Like if you hang them on your slider is where I hang mine. You can see them from the inside and from the outside. I hang mine on the inside. There we go. It's coming. You have to put a little bit of elbow grease in it, but that's okay because we want it to stick, right? And these little pieces right here, once it's hard, I'm just going to snip them off with my scissors. And here we go. It's not, I can tell it's not fully dry because it's kind of, it's moving. And usually once they're dry, it's like glass. You can't, it's hard as glass. The resin. Come on. Come on, we're doing a great job. We are doing a great job so far. Now see, there's little like holes here where the resin didn't go through, but it went through enough around it that none of the glass pulled up, which is awesome. Here we go. Okay, last one. Perfect. Get rid of this. Okay, the big reveal. I'm going to show it to you like this. This is against the white background. How beautiful is that? Right? I have a robin that, not a robin, a cardinal that comes in my bird feeder. And my mother has one in her backyard. And, you know, I'm thinking that it's my dad coming by to say hi. But, yeah, isn't it? It's so pretty. So pretty. So let me just come up here. There we go. So this is a big piece. I mean, it's big and it's heavy and it's gorgeous. And I will show you it hanging. This one I did with the blue background. You can do any color you want. You can't, it's hard to see it when it's against my black shirt. If I put it against something white, like this, I put it against this, you can actually see it better. Whoops. You can actually see it better. You can see the blue better against this. So that's basically what it would look like in your window. And then that's the front of it. And then if you put it on the other side of your window, it's still, you can still see it. So it's kind of cool. Like I said, it's not fully cured yet. It's still a little wobbly. And here, let me do the other one that I showed you. This, I love this one. I think I want to keep this one, but we'll see. Yeah, this is the moon. How beautiful is that? Love it. Love, 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 love it. But like I said, when you take a class, you can use any color you want. I have a ton of colors, and you can make this any color you want. I have pink and orange and yellow and blues and greens and purples and whites, and so yeah, you can do this any color you want. I almost did the moon in black. I thought that would be cool, but I decided to go with the silver in the moon. So those are the two pieces that I did last night. And today, what I'm going to do is, and I just looked up pictures. I actually have to put these somewhere so they don't stick to each other. So let me put this one over here. And this one, oh, you know, let's just put it on this table is where, okay, we'll put that there just for now. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do the dragonfly. And I actually was just online, and I was looking at pictures of dragonflies, and I saw a blue one, and it was so cool. It was so, oh, you know what? I'm going to bring the camera down again just so I can show you here. And I'm going to actually, if I turn the, hold on. I don't know if I can do this or not. If I turn my camera, don't get seasick. There. Wow! You can't turn your phone while live. Okay. So I can't turn my phone while I'm live. So sorry, that ain't gonna work. So you're gonna have to see it. Oh no, I can turn this upside down so you can see it the right way. Okay, that's what I'll do. So I looked at pictures of dragonflies, and this, it was called a blue dragonfly. So this was all blue. And the wings were actually transparent. I'm not sure if I want to do transparent wings. But I am going to do this all blue, and it was really cool. So I think I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do like this color. And where's my other blue? That one, and I thought I brought it over. This one. Yeah, and this one. And I think those two blues are going to go nice together. I also have this blue. So I can mix them all together if I wanted to, although I think maybe this blue and this blue might go better. But this was the color of the dragonfly. So maybe, you know what? I'm not going to use this one. Though this was the color. Oh, now I'm so confused. You know what? I'm going to use this one because this was the color. So this was the color. So that's what I'm using. And I'm just putting it in. I actually like the bigger stones rather than the smaller ones. I like the bigger pieces of glass. I just think they reflect better. You just have to be careful because sometimes the resin doesn't get underneath, and you just have to make sure that the resin gets underneath. I might actually mix some of that other blue. So I'm using that blue there. And the brighter blue, I think I'm going to use the brighter blue here because, although, did he have a green head? He might have had a green. I'm going to do a green head, but I'm going to do blue here, this blue here. Like I said, and I do like this blue, the stones better. Okay. It is glass, and you got to be careful that you don't cut yourself. Which I always, they are really little sharp pieces. You just have to make sure that you don't cut yourself. A little tweezer. So it sticks onto the tacky paper, which is a good thing. It's a good thing that it sticks on here. So, so when you take a class, you can actually, you know what the dragonfly did have? It had little stripes in its tail. So maybe, let's see if we can do this. I'll add a little bit of this blue in there because it had black stripes. I'm not going to put black stripes on it because the black you can't see through. I did that before, and you can't see through the black. So I just put a little bit of blue, the darker blue in here. let's see how that works out. And then I think I'm going to do the head green. And then we have to figure out what the heck we're going to do with the wings. I haven't decided. Come on. Oh, I don't need that one. I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do with the wings. So, whoops. Come here. Okay. There we go. And I am going to do this part green. That's too big. Unless I do the eyes green and do that. Maybe I'll do that blue. I'll do the eyes green. Put it in there. That's a good thing about these big pieces. So there's the two eyes. Come on. Here we go. Oh, perfect. That's awesome. Okay, and then I guess, let's see if this will work. We'll do all 3 different color blues. And then I think what I'm going to do is, let's see. There's my blues. I'm going to add a little bit of blue, a little bit of this to here, just to give it a little bit of something. Oh my God, they had some close-up pictures of dragonflies. They were a little bit freaky. Their faces, their mouths, they look like they're smiling. It's kind of cool. Okay, so there's my dragonfly so far. Now I have to figure out what color. You know what I think I'm going to do is, I love this. And their wings are very transparent. So I do think I'm going to use some of this on their wings. I also have this too. This might even be better. Let's try this. Just a few spots that's transparent. This has little sparkles in it, which is kind of cool. These pieces, like I said, I like the bigger pieces, and I also like to leave some white space because it is a sun catcher, and I do like to have some. I don't like to fill it up all the way with glass. I like to leave some white in there. So I'll do that one, that side, and we'll do this side. Because the wings are very transparent. I mean, if you really wanted to make a real dragonfly, you would actually do it all transparent with the black lines. But I'm not going to do that because we want pretty. They also have, I don't know if you've seen red dragonflies. They are so cool. Okay, so those are those. You kind of have to do symmetrical, right? So those are those two. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? I like this green. I kind of wanted to keep it bluish though. That was my thing. I have that. I have this blue. Is this a different blue? That's the same blue. I have purple. Let's do some purple. We'll do this purple up here. And then I think I'm going to do the bottom blue. We like purple. Purple's pretty. This is going to be like a transparent, the wings are going to be more on the transparent side. I haven't done one. I've always done the really bright colors, but we're going to try this and see how it comes out. I mean, all these colors look really pretty once the resin's on them, so I'm sure it'll be fine. Like I said, you got to be careful because, whoops, it is glass. And this class is on the 24th. It's a Tuesday night. Good night, Johnny. The food there is amazing. And the drinks are very good. They have specialty drinks. They're martinis. What did I had? An espresso martini. Oh my gosh, it was so good. They have a what is it? It's a nacho, a short rib nacho. It is a meal for two. Frank and I went there, and that's what we had for dinner. And then we had dessert. Oh my God, the key lime pie. The first time I went, I ordered key lime pie. They were all out. I was so bummed out. But then the last time I went, I got it, and it was so good. And I am not a huge key lime pie person, but it was highly recommended. And it was huge, and it was so good. So, and actually I'm teaching a paint party there tonight. What are we doing? We're doing a hummingbird. Yep. Kind of abstract too, which is kind of cool. It's the one that I did with my mother. That's in my on my post somewhere. I did a painting with my mom, and she did such a good job. She's a young 95, a very young 95, and she did such a good job. And I'm telling you, the way I teach it, you will be amazed at your painting that you can take home and proudly hang. What I like to do is I like to teach paintings that are kind of seasonal. So what I do is I have a spot in my kitchen where I put my seasonal paintings. Right now I actually have a floral chicken that I did a while ago. But I love it because it's in my kitchen and it's very cute. But when I do my seasonal ones, like if I do a pumpkin or something like that, I just change it out. And it's something that you can proudly hang in your kitchen. I also did a Highland cow in a bathtub. Oh my God, he's so stinking cute. She is so stinking cute, and she is in my bathroom. Okay, so there's my purple. I think I'm going to do this blue because I use this blue here, but I think I'm going to use this blue down here because I think it's so pretty, and I just kind of want this to be a blue dragonfly with a little bit of purple. And you have big chunks, crack them up. Although I did cut myself once when I did that, so you have to have, like I said, it is glass, it is sharp, and you have to be careful. Oops. And you know, the more you do these, that I'm not saying the easier it is, but you figure out what works and what doesn't work. I am always amazed, truly amazed at the creativity in these classes. People, you think you're gonna make a certain thing, and then once you get in the class, the creativity flowing is just amazing. The vibe in the class, and everyone is just zeroed in. It's a really good stress relief because you're kind of not thinking about much else than doing your project, which takes your mind off of all the crap that is happening. Maybe it's good crap, maybe it's not. Maybe you just need a night out with the girls or by yourself, just some alone time. Sometimes you always need some alone time. And the people in my classes, they are just so nice. And the community, you're sitting across from someone, you start talking, and you'll be amazed at the people that you meet, the things you have in common. Everyone's going through things, right? And sometimes in these classes, people just make really good friendships. I had a class a couple of weeks ago, and these women, they didn't know each other, but they just connected, and it's just a really nice. I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to put these where I want them. Okay, got that. Oh, that's, see, sometimes you get a really big piece, and you have to get it out of there. I probably should get my hammer out and hammer some of these, because I like them. I like them like this size. I don't know if you can see that. I like them this size. Because you have, especially in the, these are big, this is a big space. Some of them have really, well, actually, this isn't a huge space. This is a medium space. Some of them have really tiny spaces, and you kind of have to, like, here's a nice little piece. And sometimes you have to get a piece that's going to fit right in the corner there. Right? You don't want them sticking up too much, because, there we go. It's not like you're going to be touching them or anything, but like sometimes I like to find a piece that goes right in the center. Okay, so there we have that. Now I have to figure out, I think I'm going to just keep going with the blue, and I'm going to make this blue. That's what I'm going to do. I'm making this blue. This is going to be a blue dragonfly. And then I think I'm going to put the darker blue in between. Because that's what I saw. I was very surprised that it was, I want to say monochromatic. Does that mean all one color? Kinda, sorta. I think that's what that means. Okay, so there we go there. And we'll do the same here. That's a very big piece. Got to get that out of there. There's another big piece out. See if I can break this one up. Nope. Like I said, last time I did that, I cut myself and I ended up bleeding all over the place. Second time I did a craft that I ended up bleeding all over the place. That's the other time I was doing, I don't know if you've seen it. You take a can, like a soup can, and you cut the top off and then you bend it. Oh my God, I cut myself so bad because I did it with I don't know what I did. I bent it and I sliced my fingers and I was bleeding all over that project. That was crazy. I don't know if anyone remembers that. That was quite a few years ago. And I said, you know what? It came out nice, but yeah, I injured myself crafting. Usually it's, usually it's a glue gun burn. But, okay, here we go. What do we think? I think I need one little piece here. There we go. Okay, there we go. So that's my blue for that. And now I think I'm going to add, where is this blue? Let's see. I'm going to put this blue in here. We see dragonflies up at the lake all the time, and they are freaking huge. And they land on you. And I always say it's my dog, Taz, because when our dog died, she loved the lake. She loved swimming in the lake. And she was a chocolate lab. And we opened the door to go into the lake right after she died, and there was a brown dragonfly. And it was like, oh my gosh, Taz is home. So whenever the brown dragonflies, which I don't see them that often, but that was Taz. Crazy. So here we go. Finishing up this. So what is everyone up to this weekend? Oh my gosh, it's Father's Day weekend, right? I guess I got to get on that. We don't even know what we're doing. Everyone's all over the place. Everybody's so busy. So busy doing their thing. Okay. And then I got to get rid of this one. Okay, I don't think there's a spot for you. This, I'm going to move these around. I am liking that. I think I'm going to just continue on with that blue there. Just to kind of... I'm not going to put too many colors in this because I want it to be true to the blue dragonfly. There we go. Put that there. Oh, and I always forget this little piece right here. This little teeny piece right here. Always forget it. Oops. Come back there. Come back here. And go over there. There we go. Okay. So, I need a little something. Little something right there. Okay. So now... I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll do green. Maybe I will do the green just to tie that green in right there. This green is so pretty. Green, I like green and purple together. We'll put the little green right in there and right in here. That'll be green too because this is little. These are little chips, so they actually fit better in those little teeny areas. Okay, there we go. There's my green. Oh, I like that. Okay. I'm very limited with the glass that I have up here. The rest of the glass is with my, down in my garage with all my supplies instead of bringing it. Glass is heavy. Glass is heavy. So I had a party and I didn't feel like bringing everything up. And I had taken a lot of the glass that was here and I brought it downstairs. So I'm kind of limited with the colors that I can use up here. But I think we're doing pretty good. I think we are doing, so I have all my things, okay? And now what I'm going to do is get this out of here. I'm going to flip this over so it's, see how that's shiny? This one too? It's shiny here. If you're hopping on and watching, just say hi. Because I can't really see, I really cannot see. Hi, Mary. I really can't see any comments because my camera's turned upside down. But, yeah. There we go. Okay, so now I just have to do the background. And I do believe I'm going to do my background in clear. Why not? Right? I could do silver. This is a big piece. But I'm going to do clear. Okay, here we go. It's like, it's clear, but it has like a gold. It has like a gold tinge to it. Tint. It's mirrored glass. I love. This is one of my favorite colors, especially when I do my waves. It's really nice for the sand. It's nice for the background, and I think I have a piece of something here. What is that? Oh, Okay. And see this big piece I'm going to break. You can see there's little crackles in it. I just break that up. Spread it around. And I don't like to pat it down too much, because what I do is after I put the resin on, I kind of pick it up so the resin can go underneath. Because if you don't, then the resin can't hold everything together. And we want everything to be held together. This big piece right here. Another one. Okay. So now, it's almost time for resin. And I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do resin, because I don't know if I have gloves here. I should, but I don't know if I have my gloves. Hold on a second. I threw my gloves away from last night, and I don't think I have another pair. And I can't do resin without gloves because my hands get all itchy. Oh, you know what? I have these goofy gloves. I do have a pair of gloves. They're wicked goofy, but you know what? I'm going to use them just so I can finish this whole thing on this live. And then what I'll do is I will probably edit it and post it a condensed version, because lives are very long and resin takes 3 minutes to stir. So you're going to be, you know, we're going to be chit-chatting for 3 minutes. Maybe we'll have a Q&A. You can ask me. You can ask me things. Okay, I think that is beautiful. Okay, so there is my dragonfly. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to glove up. And these are the only gloves I have. Isn't that crazy? Dishwashing gloves. Goofy dishwashing gloves. Okay, so those are the gloves I'm going to use. Let me get my resin. I'm not sure how much this is going to take. I thought I had cups here. Hold on a second. I have to go get my cup. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do it with these gloves, but hold on a second. Don't mind the big fat mess back there. I don't kill myself. Okay. There's my cup. There's my resin. I use art resin. I have a big container, but you know what? I got these at Joann's when they were going out of business, and they were like, I don't know, crazy, 70% off or something. So I bought them, and I'm going to use them. So this, I think, is going to take probably 3 ounces maybe. I have an ounce here. You know what? It might take, let's see what this is. This is 2 ounces right here. I'm going to try to do it with 2 ounces. I think I can. Let's see. And if not, then I'll just mix another ounce. But right now, I think I'm going to be able to do it. This is insane. Come on. I think I'm allergic to the gloves more than I am the resin, but I have to wear gloves. How do people wash dishes with these? I don't understand. I never wear gloves. I probably should, But I never wear gloves washing dishes. Does anybody out there wear gloves washing dishes? I'm trying to see if I have a pair of normal gloves. The thing with these gloves is that the resin won't stick to them and I'll be able to peel it off. This is crazy. Look at these. Okay, here we go. There should be an ounce left in here. Because this is what I used the other day. So check that over just so it starts to flow. Little less than an ounce. How come? Why is that? Okay, so this is the resin. I'm going to close that up. And this is the resin. What is this? That's hardener. This is resin. Okay, I am definitely going to do an ounce, so I'm going to open this one. Make sure you need equal parts. Okay. And then the hardener. So has anybody out there worked with resin before? You probably can't even see me doing this, right? Well, there we are. Come on. I just need a little bit more. It has to be, the thing is it has to be equal parts. If it's not equal parts, it will not harden correctly. And we definitely want it. Oh, maybe I'll get it. Come on. A little bit more. There's always, I don't know why. You measure it equal, there's always more in one bottle than the other. I'm not sure. It's probably some kind of a scientific reason, but I don't know. Okay, so there's 2 ounces of resin, and then let me get my popsicle stick right here, and then we're going to mix it for 3 minutes. Alexa, set timer for 3 minutes.
Good afternoon, Gina. 3 minutes.
3 minutes. And we stir. And we stir. And we stir. Sorry that you couldn't see the resin. But now I'm stirring for 3 minutes. And what happens is it gets cloudy at first. And you should stir it slowly so you don't get bubbles. And then, so if you're watching this on the replay, if you just let me know that you're watching, that would be awesome. It just helps Facebook get my stuff out there. I'm going to start doing lives more often, just because I just need to do this for my brain. I think the next one I'm going to do is probably a painting. Would you guys like a free painting? You can paint along with me. I can give you the tracer and everything else, and we can paint together. Or I can paint it, give you the tracer. And what I like to do sometimes if I'm taking a painting class is I'll watch them paint it first, and then I will do it, and I will stop and start. It just helps to watch them do it first, just so you're not stopping and starting, because some steps you can just do on your own and you don't have to keep stopping and starting, especially if you watch it first. So, looking outside, it is such a dreary day today. So I do have a lot of bubbles in here. And if I was doing a wave, bubbles would mean it wouldn't be that great because you'll be able to see them. If I was doing the resin waves, some of you have taken that class, you don't want the bubbles. Nope. And you can just get rid of them with a heat gun or a flame. Some people just use a lighter and they go across them. Some people, I don't suggest a hairdryer. I have used a hairdryer in the past. The problem with the hairdryer is it moves the resin around too much. And depending on what you're doing, probably on this it won't matter as much. But if you're doing something that you want things to stay and you want your resin to stay, you don't want to use a hairdryer. Yeah. So we're just mixing. You want to make sure that you scrape the bottom. Scrape the bottom. And there's our timer. So now it's time to do our thing. Alexa, off. So I'm going to bring the camera back down. Bring the camera back down. There you go. And we're going to drizzle. So we're going to start here. And we just want to make sure that we get all the edges. And sometimes I do the black after, but I'm going to do it as I go along. Just want to make sure that we get all the edges, because that's what's going to hold the resin in, is the edges. Well, I mean, the middle is too, but you just want to make sure that you get everything covered. And you don't want to pour. Some people just pour it on. I prefer to drizzle. And you, like, especially around here, you want to make sure that you get all of that, all of the edge. And I'm hoping that I have enough because I don't feel like mixing. I don't feel like mixing more. And resin will find a way. It's self-leveling, so it will get in all the nooks and crannies, hopefully. And what I usually do is I like to, after I'm done drizzling, I like to move my glass around a little bit just to make sure that some of the bigger pieces sometimes stick to the tacky paper, because that's what this is on. It's on like contact paper, and it's sticky, so the resin doesn't seep through the sides. And I just want to make sure that my glass isn't stuck to the paper and the resin has a chance to get underneath that, just so the bottom is nice and smooth and it doesn't pick up when you release the paper. These are the big sections. And as you can see, I didn't fill them all in with glass because I like to be able to see through it. But that's my personal preference. And what I found out is if you put too much glass on, sometimes it lifts it up. Don't ask me why. I did a class and I don't know. It didn't seem like, some people tend to want to put more glass than they need. I'm not sure if that was the case. It could have been. But it started leaking through. It started lifting up. The wooden frame started lifting up from the contact paper, and I was freaking out. It's never happened to me before. And so now I suggest show some white between your glass. You don't want to go heavy on the glass. Because glass is heavy. So I don't know if that was the reason, but I was flipping out. And luckily I had brought extra. They had to do them over, which was horrible because they spent so much time placing their glass, picking their colors, and one of the girls was putting her resin on, and it was a mess. It was leaking all over the place. The glass was lifting up. It wasn't, and I was totally beside myself. I couldn't even. I ran out of contact paper because I didn't bring enough contact paper to do three. It happened to 3 of them. And oh my gosh, I was luckily, one of the women in the class offered to do a different design. Helene, she's a sweetheart. And she offered to do a round piece that I was testing out. So she was my tester for that, and it came out really good. But oh yeah, that was not fun. Not fun at all. But in the end, everyone was happy. Their pieces came out beautiful. They were a little bit rushed on the second go around, but it all worked out. The last class I had, when we my granddaughter did the star, the heart star, and oh my God, I felt so bad for her. So she had all her glass laid down, and it was backwards. Because on that one, you have to make sure that you're doing it the right way, right? Because the star goes on the left or right. I don't know. Wherever the star was, she did it the opposite side. And it was like, Genevieve, you have to switch it around. It doesn't go like that. She's like, what? But she had all her glass down. I felt so bad for her, but it was okay. You know what? Those things happen, and everything is fixable. You don't have to worry about making mistakes because it's art, right? And the only person that's going to know if you mess up is you, right? I had someone do the cardinal, and one of the parts of the cardinal, I didn't notice it. She didn't notice it. And you know what? If we didn't notice it when she was doing it, then no one's going to notice that was a part of the cardinal and not part of the background. And it came out, it really did come out nice, regardless of that little boo-boo. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you mess up the colors. The only person that's going to know usually is you. And you know what? I didn't take an allergy pill, and I'm struggling a little bit with my allergies today. Don't ask me why. It's raining out. It's raining out again. I want to get all the edges, which I'm not actually doing a very good job of that, am I? Because I'm talking. Usually, sometimes I don't like doing lives, and I don't like doing videos because I have a hard time doing this and talking and finding out, things, just because I can't see my camera. I can't see comments if people are asking questions. Come on. That's good. Like I said, I might have to mix some more. I'm going to try not to, but I have all this to do. These little pieces, the little teeny spots that you have to remember to do. And I am going to run out of resin. I can tell, because I have that big section of blue wings to do. And I will probably end up doing that off camera. With another 3 minutes of mixing time. So this was true. So I had a feeling it was going to take 3 ounces. I was trying to get away with 2 ounces, but because I hate wasting resin, and I didn't have anything that I could. Usually what I have a backup, so if I have extra resin, I can do a project with it, just a little something, because sometimes you have an ounce of resin is a lot. And sometimes, oh my gosh, scared the shit out of me. There's a friggin' ant crawling across my table. Don't get stuck in my resin, stupid ant. Where did he come from? Probably because of all of the rain. We never get ants like that in my house. Okay, so that's as far as I am going to get with my resin because I have run out of resin. So I will come back probably, let's see, either later tonight or tomorrow, and we will unveil this beauty. Oh, here he is. See him? Go away. If you get stuck in my thing, I'm going to kill you. Hold on a second. Where is he? Get up. Got him. Did I get him? I don't know if I got him or not. Oh, well. Okay, guys. I've run out of resin, and I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. I have to take my gloves off because okay. Wah! Hold on a second. My phone is not recognizing my finger. That's crazy, right? Hold on a second. Bye, guys.